Well, as you can see, it's raining, but we do have siding up. I haven't finished, so let's see, how are things looking so far? So far no water, so let's hope, because I don't, can't deal with anymore. We still have the dehumidifier here, but hopefully we are getting done. They were due back to paint, but obviously that is not happening right now. So let's go explore the rest of the disaster haul, guys. See you in a bit. Well, hello everybody. I have a haul for you today. It's the remainder of that huge stack that I showed you last time. So with that, I thought I would try to sneak in this video before the construction workers come back and start pounding on the walls again, because it's a bit noisy here during the week. So the first thing I have to show you in this first section, they are all in the same product line. I got some dishware, some Christmas dishware, and it is the Wachscherbach line. And you know, we're all used to seeing the red and the green like Christmas tree pattern. This is the blue. I believe this is called Winter Dreams. So you have a snowy scene with some gold accents on the stars and the moon. So this is the dinner plate. I have, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 of the dinner plates. So, beautiful condition. I don't think they were even used. Then I only had 1 cup and saucer set. I have several saucers, but there was only 1 cup on the listing, unfortunately. But it's still a beautiful little set. You have the same snowy theme along with the gold accents. And I'm not sure if you can see, but it does have the Wachscherbach logo on there, and as well on the plate. So I really thought these were quite beautiful. Along with that set, there's also this casserole bowl. So you can't imagine cooking with this. There was also this little tidbit tray. And there was a quiche dish, or at least I'm going to call it a quiche dish, in a star pattern. And it was also, make some room here, the matching creamer and sugar. I guess I could have had this all unwrapped before I showed you. But we're just gonna roll with it, guys. The thrift company was really nice to wrap this stuff up for me. So here's the creamer and the sugar. There's no chips or cracks on any of this. There was also, in that set, there was also a little bell as well. And the last two items, there were a set of mixing bowls. So here's the smallest. And then here is the largest bowl. So I just thought those were beautiful. I just absolutely fell in love with them. Again, I don't think they were ever used. I'm guessing the person that owned them must have put them out on display only. So, okay. Let me put this away and I will show you the rest of the thrift store finds. Okay, we have another batch of goodies. So I found this, I think it's DeMott sailboat, brass sailboat on the quartz base clock. I haven't tested the clock yet to see if it works. But here is the signature. It is signed. So I thought that was kind of a neat little piece if someone in your family likes sailing type things. I also found this Daher tin as well. Really like that. I thought that would be a nice little size to stuff with some goodies. Then I came across these little new old stock candles. These were geez Louise, trying to get the sticker off. These were Kurt Adler candles, and they're Christmas candles. They're still in their box. They were $6.99 at one time. Not sure who would have sold those. I don't know. I don't recognize that department store sticker, but I thought those were a great little find. They haven't been used, still in original packaging. And a while back, I don't remember if y'all recall this tile, but I found a really large tile of this image. And so I came across this smaller one at the thrift store. And it is done by R.C. Gorman, a Navajo Indian that primarily draws women in a Picasso style format. So it has its COA about the artist. So I thought that was a good size. I'm comfortable with shipping that. And then another item I got was this scale. And I believe this is a bronze piece. It is heavy. Look, it has the snakes down at the bottom, holding the scale with a sword, blindfolded. The only thing I'm not wild about was the hook. So I don't know, I may see about doing something different with that, but other than that, it is a absolutely beautiful piece, really nice and heavy. And as always, if you see anything in this video that you're interested in, email me at bayoubillofantiques@gmail.com. Otherwise, keep an eye on my online stores and you'll see these items coming there or possibly in a drop sale. I also found this little chalkware, little chef notepad. It does have a hanger on the back of him. And he's in really good condition. Just a couple little light rubs on him, but considering he's chalkware, he's in great condition. I also, at Goodwill, came across this little figure, and I'm going to assume it's Navajo since I've been finding a lot of Navajo pieces. But look at this. It's an angel over the baby, and it is a sign piece. I haven't looked into this yet. It's in really, really good condition. I haven't looked into it though yet to get more information about it, so I can't really tell you anything about it at the time of this video. Do you hear the dog chewing? Like, she has decided she needs to chew her bone while I'm in here. I don't know. And then I found this little guy, and it's called Planter Pals, and it's from the 70s. And it's kind of funny that it's called Planter Pals because somebody stuck a candle in it. So I do need to get the candle out, but it looks like it was made by Wallace Berry Company. And it does have the sticker on it as well, but it's of a parrot. So I thought that was just adorable. Okay. I also found several ornaments, and I don't normally pick up the dated ornaments, but I did decide to pick up this one. And I have to see, they taped over the sticker, so I'm going to have to see what I can do about this. But this one is a Waterford, and it is dated. It's 1994, and it's of Christmas bells. And so even though they're dated, they do pretty well still on eBay. This one is a Gorham, 1988. And this one was a Baccarat, Noel, 97. So it's like somebody's whole collection. Myself and another lady picked up most of them. And this one was Orfor's, 1993, of a bell. And this also was an Orfor's, 91. And their original boxes. So I thought that was pretty cool. I also found a, what do you call it, Longaberger basket with its liner, with its, the fabric and the plastic in it. It's unusual to find them all put together. This one is a 1998 Longaberger, so I snagged that one. I also found several really nice scarves. This one is a vintage cashmere-like one. that. And this one was from Korea, from the Manhattan Hat Company. So really, really pretty plaid print on that. And also got, I was just trying to look because I know I picked up another one. There's another one in there somewhere. I've had this one before, and I can't remember who made this one. I want to say this one was German. I have to go back and look at the one I had before, but it's your traditional black, red, green plaid with the fringe. Yep. Let me grab a few more things and get set up. Okay, we're going to continue with thrift. I did find this set of, geez, let me see. This was a set of, harborware, I believe, cookware, and it is a set of 3 of these nesting bowls. Now, they all had their lids with it, and I don't know if it was already like this when I got it, or if I did it coming home, because it was absolutely pouring, and I know I bumped a bag trying to get in my car because it was just a crazy downpour. So it did crack one of the lids halfway across. So I've been trying to see if I can find another lid that matched, but they still make for really, really pretty pieces, though, for display. Other than that one lid, there were no chips or cracks. Sorry guys, I know it's loud. So I'm guessing whoever owned them just had them out on display. Here is the mark on them. So it's pretty bummed though, but still a really, really pretty set for display, you know, to use as a, well, if I don't break this while I'm sitting here. So we are going to set this down before we do anything else to it. Okay. I also picked up this set of, these are vintage Hallmark napkin rings. And I found also these lead crystal napkin rings. And these also make really great, you know, if you do paperweights or the marbles, you know, anything that needs to be sat on something, these make for great holders for them. But you can see they still had their paper label on them. Then I found this sweet little stained glass bell. I found something that was a little interesting. This is a piece of natural slate, had on the label, but look at that. Someone etched in a picture of like a draft horse and a man with the cart on it. So I thought that was a pretty neat little display piece. I also found, and I have a set here. Not sure, the other one's in here somewhere. But I found these can't recall the name of the company, but it's a Swedish company, but they're little candle holders. And I think the label was better on the other one. But I did pick those up. I do have a pair. Actually, here's the other one right here. It is Nibro. So you can see there, but those are really pretty mid-century candle holders. I also got this little blown glass clip ornament of some candles. And I've been trying to keep that in a special place so it doesn't get broken. Of course, you know, I like my weirdos. I found one of these guys. He's just a little Japan figure, but, you know, I like picking up these little weirdos. I also found this Jim Ashore patriotic angel. Her wings are still intact. So I guess you can hang her as an ornament if you wanted, but I thought she'd be great for patriotic holiday to display. And I told you I had another scarf. This one is from England. So it does feel like a wool. Yeah, lamb's wool. 100% lamb's wool. And it's like a, not quite a brown. It's like a, I don't know what color I want to call it. Like a fawn, tannish, darker brown. You know what I mean? I was really surprised to find such really nice scarves there that day. And I also got this John Deere, it's a Longaberger basket. Even had its little hang dealy. It has its plastic insert, the liner, and it's also marked. So, yeah, somebody in your family who is a John Deere collector, and I believe, didn't they go out of business or get sold or something? Something went on with John Deere. I can't remember off the top of my head what exactly is going on with them. I also picked up this little set, and these are little Enesco. They're little mice. There's another one, and they're little ornaments, and there's 5 of them. So you have those, and you have that one. So I thought those were adorable. I'll probably put these, I'm thinking I might put these in the Thanksgiving drop sale, but as usual, email me if you see something that you're interested in. Otherwise, keep an eye on my shops. And you know, you always open the boxes because you never know what's in a box when you're at the thrift store. Then, I'm just trying to look around and see what all I have that was from the thrift. You know I like my weird stuff, guys. I had to pick it up. Look at this. Someone made a cicada display. And it was so funny. I'm curious if they were still trying to catch this one or not. But these are real cicadas. So if you like taxidermy or bugs, these are great. I know I have one in my shadow box on display because usually you only find the husk. You don't find the actual cicada usually. So Now, let me clear off my desk again. I will show you the jewelry I thrifted, and then I will show you auction haul, okay? Okay, I did find a few pieces of jewelry at the thrift. I found this beautiful, beautiful cloisonne bracelet. It is brass and cloisonne. It does open like that. This is definitely an older piece. It is not, you know, one of these newer pieces, and it is really nice and heavy. It's like a pinky mauve with blue and turquoise accents on it. I also got this 95 bracelet with this blue stone in it. Thought that was really a beautiful piece. I picked up this 95 like a tiger eye type ring. I also found this beautiful abalone 95 leaf brooch as well. You can see the stamp. And the last piece of sterling that I picked up was this beautiful agate marble. I'm not sure what that stone is, but it is on a 95 casting, and the chain is also 95 as well. Then I picked up a couple of little fun pieces of mid-century jewelry. These are Coro, surprisingly enough. And they are clip-on earrings, and they're really quite fun. They're like a plastic, a movable plastic with rhinestone flowers in the center. And there you can see the Coro marking. I thought those were just so fun. Have you ever seen any like that? And then the last two pieces of jewelry that I picked up was this beautiful enamel red, white, and blue flower. The enamel is in perfect condition. There's the back. And I also got this fabulous neon yellow, orange, green, like a kind of like a mum type flower. Again, the enamel work was in perfect condition on that. Okay, so let me clear off the jewelry. I'll show you the auction haul next. Okay, you know me, you know there are going to be linens. There was this feed sack little towel. There was this embroidered pillowcase. I think there was only one in there of that. There was this pretty feed sack dish towel. There was a larger doily in there. Seems like every auction I go to has doilies. There was a couple of aprons. This one. And another pink one. These are in really good condition. They're all nice and starched, so I don't think they were ever even used, which is unusual because I usually, when I find them, I have to launder them. Then there was also this, you know, the wraparound style that has the back. It has a little button and ties for it. And that one was also in really good shape. And then there was a set of these doilies. There's two of this size. And then there was, I think, 3 of that size. And those are like on a, kind of like a feed sack type material. There's one that's a little bit bigger. And again, a couple of their standard type doilies. There's also this one, which, you know, sometimes you see the ones with the pansy, but this one had more of like the I don't know, like daisy kind of shape. And then there's also this little pink rose one. Couple of more of like Battenberg lace type. There's a couple of pot holders, and again, these are in really good condition. They're not stained up. Little fingertip towel. So I think it's a little interesting because I'm just like, does this lady use her linens? Another dish towel. And this, I believe, is going to be a tablecloth. So I'll have to open it up and see how big it is. There was also a vintage Christmas tablecloth as well in there. It looks really good from what I can tell. Another lot that I picked up, there was this little metal frame that you could hang or you could put it on your tabletop. I just thought it was really pretty. But the reason I went after that lot was because of this. Found the double 5x7 vintage frame. And you don't come across these as much anymore. You know, you can find the bigger ones, but I don't find this size as often. And I absolutely love this size. I also got this brass piece, and from what I can tell, it's called a smudge pot. And I looked these up on eBay, and they sell for some serious money. So it's got this little doohickey in it. You know, I do need to tighten it up a bit, but it's like a clay or something. And again, it's called a smudge pot. Don't ask me, I don't know anything about that type of thing. And there was also this little guy. He's one of those little German, what do you call them? Smokers, the incense guy. And he needs a little work. So he might stay with me for now until I can fix him. I was going to see if I can find like another wing to salvage, but he is missing his wing. But he's still pretty awesome for Christmas. And I got a great deal on him. So I decided I couldn't ignore him. Had to get him. Then the 2 items, or 3 items out of that auction that I am definitely keeping. Well, before I show you what I'm definitely keeping, I'll show you what else I found. Anybody likes taxidermy? Look at this. It's a puffer fish. It is a preserved, trying not to handle him too much, preserved puffer fish. So I thought he was kind of cool. Figure out somebody out there might like him. I did find I'm trying to look in I'm trying to look at my stash here. No, where is it? There he is. I was gonna say, geez, please. I did get a couple other things for myself at thrift, believe it or not. So this is I'm trying to read the mark on it. This is a Tarina Tarantino, and you know I collect the bugs. So this is a like Austrian crystal bug, and I believe, yeah. So you see, he does glow. So he is going in my personal collection. And I also found at that thrift were this little, he's not labeled, but you know I love my elephants. Check him out. This little elephant brooch. So I had to have him to go in my elephant menagerie. Then the last thrift item I found, I was really surprised to find this. I found this antique silver hat pin. Look at that, $10. So this is going in my hat pin collection. I was trying to recall, it is marked. Not sure if you're going to be able to see that mark. It's really hard to see, but it is sterling. It's a beautiful pin. So I was really surprised that it was only $10 because these things can be a little pricey. Okay. So the last items out of that auction that I have decided to hang on to was this little snack set, this little rooster snack set. And it still has the original label. It's really hard to read. I was trying to remember. I think it, I can't think. It starts with the B. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. But it was a set of 4 of these snack plates, and I do collect roosters in my kitchen. Kind of went back and forth on whether I wanted to keep that or sell it, because those do go for pretty good money. And my mom was like, well, why don't you keep for a little while? So I think I am, and I'm gonna let go of some other snack sets that I have. But in that auction, I saw something peeking out of one of the boxes. Look at this guy. If you know, you know. I do have one other of these. Normally, these things are so crazy expensive, I can't even entertain buying one for myself. But I won this in an auction. and it was under $20. I couldn't believe it. So this little guy is staying with me. He's that Abram Polatsky. I don't know. He's a lucite little elephant. So I have one that's smaller. This guy usually runs around 100, 150 on eBay. There's quite a cult following for these guys. So I was so excited to snag this guy. And then the last item that I am keeping out of that auction, and pretty much there are a few things that I'm reselling out of this auction, but some of these pieces were like, I want it. I found this Caithness paperweight, and again, it's the elephant, and you know, I collect elephants, so this little guy is going into my collection. I think I paid $20 for him in the auction, which, you know, it's just personal. So I you know, paid up a little bit for him to put him in my collection. So, alrighty. So now I am going to put this stuff up, and the last part of the haul is going to be a couple of items I found when I was in Georgia. Didn't find a lot, and then I went to KC recently, so I will show you a couple of items I found at the antique stores while I was traveling down to Kansas City. Okay, so we'll be right back. Okay, on the way down, I stopped at this little hole in the wall place. It's a teeny tiny antique store that I stop in from time to time, and I found a few items there. You find this little cute fingertip towel. I also got this Swedish style dish towel. It is in really excellent condition. This one actually is made in Poland. Still had its original sticker on it, but it's in amazing shape. I picked up this little guy, this little squirrel planter. He's in a really good condition, no chips, no cracks to him. I have had him before. I also found this little flue cover. I just love finding these, and it was in great condition. So, did snag that. I found this little flower frog bird. It is pretty sure it's a Japan piece. I don't see a marking on it, but it's in really good condition. I collect these, but this one is a little bigger than what I collect. So this little guy is going up either in the drop sale or in one of my shops. I also picked up another planter. This little guy, isn't he cute? He doesn't have a marking on him, but there were no chips or cracks to him. I just thought he was adorable. Then for myself, I found this. It's a vintage elephant cookie color. So I do have a jar of the wood-handled cookie cutters, but I've never come across the elephant. Have you? So for $2, I had to pick them up. I also got this. It is amethyst blown glass, but look at the optic on that. that's what sold me on this piece. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of blown glass. So I just had to snatch that up. And weirdly enough, I think it was a 99% discount when I was looking at the receipt. I was like, who does a 99% discount? That was crazy. I wish I would have known it was going to be a discount like that, because I probably would have went through that booth a little better, but I had to get back on the road and didn't even realize till later on. Then also I found, I was just double checking him. Yeah, there's a little bit of paint rub. No, but he's a wall pocket. And he does have a little bit of paint loss there. Not a chip. It's just paint rub right there. But isn't he beautiful? He's a little Japan piece. So if you have someone in your family who loves horses, that is a perfect piece for them. I also found this milk glass oil lamp, hobnail oil lamp, and this one is made in Japan. I'm not sure if you can see it. So I was a little surprised at that, but it is all there. And I found another tablecloth. This one, when I it's like out of feed sacks. When I looked at it, I didn't see any stains or anything in it, but it is roses, and it's a really light red, but it's a really beautiful, beautiful tablecloth. So I snagged that. I also came across a set of these tiles. This is by Sue Poet, and this one I believe is the Corn Dancer. Does have a little information. It's kind of hard to read on the back of that. And then there was this one, and this one doesn't have what it's depicting, but it's by the same artist. They're out of Santa Fe, New Mexico, and the artist is Sue Poet. So I picked up those two. And then the last item, not quite the last item. Another item I came across was this piece of crazy quilt. I haven't decided if I'm keeping this yet or not, but it's a really good size piece. I love finding these. This one is so pretty. So this one is probably staying with me for now. Other than one, well, actually, it's not even damaged. So at first I thought it was torn, but it's because of the silk. It's a little lighter color, but you can see the back. The back of it has staining, but I didn't really see any staining. I mean, there's damage around the edges, of course, but these things are so hard to find anymore at a decent price, and I got an amazing, amazing deal. So this one I may keep and put it in my I may put it in my Victorian bedroom. And yeah, I think it'd be pretty framed is probably what I would do with it. And then I don't remember, some of you might have watched Fatbird Finds the other night, and they were selling a panther. And I had found the last sold comps on that, and I think it was like $170 some odd dollars on that panther. Well, I thought it was hilarious that I came across at that small little antique store in the middle of Missouri this piece, and it is by the same artist, the Saga, and it is of the walrus. And they didn't know what they had. I didn't pay anywhere near what he sells for on eBay. So this little guy is definitely headed towards my Etsy shop. So Mary Beth, what are the odds that I found one of these guys? Not something I come across very often around here. So, all right, I have another antique mall haul to show you and a couple items that I got when I was in Georgia. Okay, so we'll be right back. Okay, one other thing I forgot to show you. I did thrift this huge bag of buttons, so those will be great. You know, divided up into some little containers. When I went to Georgia, I didn't actually find much. We only went to a couple of stores, and the prices were actually really insane. So, but I did manage to find this little guy. He is a Harmony Kingdom, and he's the little pig. I love how detailed these figures are. But if you take his head off, you can see the inside of him. I think the inside has a tooth, which is kind of funny. These guys are always like themed. There's always something on the inside. Sorry about that. The dog didn't approve of what the cat was doing, so yeah, so I got him. And then I also picked up some of these tiles, and these are made in Mexico. They're the Day of the Dead type tiles, and don't ask me to pronounce that saying, but it was that one, and that one. I got two sets, so I thought those could be cute, you know, on a display, you know, make a little decoration or something with them around Halloween, whatnot. I stopped at a little antique store on the way back from Kansas City, and I also found those beaded flowers. You guys, I never find these at a price point that I can pick them up, even for myself. I refuse to pay that. So this is a little bundle. When they rung me up, they were like really shocked that they were as cheap as they were. So I am keeping these. I have a little project in mind to use these in, but to give you an idea, I only paid $14, and it's probably about $2 or less per flower, because there's several. There's a pretty good size bundle of flowers that are in there. And the only other item I picked up at that store for myself were these mercury glass pick. I picked this up because it has the Mardi Gras colors in it, so I wanted to put that with my Mardi Gras display when I do that. So I did pick that up, and I think I actually only paid $2 for that. Hey, stop. Sorry about that, y'all. So the rest of what I got, I picked up this little deal. It is painted enamel with the raised like moriagi on it. And the reason I picked this up, and I wish they had more in that booth when I found it, but I thought that would make for a great holder for a paperweight or something on it. But it is absolutely stunning in person. I also found these little German little butter pats, I believe. I love those. Those are just so pretty. And then I found some Fenton. I picked it up. There was a really, really good sale in the booth, and they had pepper plant on the tag. I'll have to look it up and see what Fenton pattern that is, but it is the cobalt glass, your carnival glass. So there were another bowl like that, similar design, also cobalt, but a little bit, you know, slightly different, but both of them are ruffled. So I'll have to look that pattern up and see who it is. I also found this piece of fused glass. Now, this was made in Italy in the style of Murano. It is not actually Murano. It does have its sticker on there, but it's a beautiful Italian fused glass piece, perfect for the holidays. Then I came across this, and this is a perfume. Still has its stopper. They had a little pour spout included, or filler included it, and it is signed. I have not looked up to see who this was by, but it is a signed piece, and it was just absolutely stunning. It's kind of like a gold color in there. And then the last thing that I picked up at that store was a set of pottery owls. So I'm going to do these probably as a choice, but there were several different owls that were in there. I think there's 12 all together in here, just to give you an idea of the different ones. I'm not sure who did these, and they're all like slightly different. There's all some slight variation to them, but they are little pottery owls. Perfect size if you're just looking for something little to display. And I have one more thing to show you, but I need to go grab it, okay? And it's fabulous. So, be right back. Okay, guys, check this out. This is a jacket made from a towel. It is just amazing. And I wear a medium, so I would say this is probably a small medium. Isn't this the cutest thing that you've ever seen? I just love it. So this is probably going up in my Etsy store. You can see it is a towel. It's a little rough finished on the inside, but this is so cool, guys. It is so cool. So, anyway, guys, so as I said before, if there's anything in there that you saw that you can't live without, be sure to email me at bayoubellaboutiques@gmail.com. Otherwise, stay tuned. It may show up in the Thanksgiving drop sale that is being hosted by Beth of Carolina Sweet Treats and Pretties. It may end up on eBay. It may end up in Etsy. Anyway, so I hope you liked what I brought to show you. And as always, give yourself grace, give others grace, because you never know what is going on with people. There's a lot of meanness lately going on. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye now. Okay, guys, check this out. This is a jacket made from a towel. It is just amazing. And I wear a medium, so I would say this is probably a small medium. Isn't this the cutest thing that you've ever seen? I just love it. So this is probably going up in my Etsy store. You can see it is a towel. It's a little rough finished on the inside, but this is so cool, guys. It is so cool. So anyway, guys, so as I said before, if there's anything in there that you saw that you can't live without, be sure to email me at bayoubellaboutiques@gmail.com. Otherwise, stay tuned. It may show up in the Thanksgiving drop sale that is being hosted by Beth of Carolina Sweet Treats and Pretties. It may end up on eBay. It may end up in Etsy. Anyway, so I hope you liked what I brought to show you. And as always, give yourself grace, give others grace, because you never know what is going on with people. There's a lot of meanness lately going on. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye now.